Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. Today we're going to be doing the level 93 Botanist Minor Quest, Role Quest, A Discerning Eye. Shunye is ready to begin a new day of peddling wellness. Good evening. Are you here for more work? I could certainly use the help. Thank you. Having another deft hand at my disposal will speed things along. He's doing quite well, all things considered. The only hurdle to speak of has been his complete lack of funds. He couldn't even afford to lodge himself. He assured me that he has no qualms sleeping under the stars. I can't very well have my employees camping in the wilds like common vagabonds. In the end, I invited him to live with me. I mean, I always think ahead, but it's plain that in all other respects he's quite thorough. He's neat and organized, has never once been late, and is ever quick to ask questions when something confounds him. I suppose this is a natural consequence of his upbringing. He said he never lacked for mentors growing up. Much different life than the one I led. Many of my people spend much of their time alone, and as a result, many of us develop habits more lax than not, myself included. Even so, I find his scrupulous attitude refreshing. Is there work to be done? Just so, Uvlo. If you're finished taking stock, I would ask that you accompany them to gather a few more things to sell. Of course, working with someone more experienced than myself is always a pleasure. Good, good. Today will be very similar to the last time. I want you to bring me more of my popular products, namely those that benefit the soul. Firstly, cuttings from a fragrant tree that is said to purify the body of toxins. Second, a type of amethyst that's treasured in Wachumeqimeqi for its purported ability in calm troubled spirits. While use of these items differs slightly depending on the customer's cultural practices, they are generally thought to ward off evil humors accumulated in the mind, body, and soul. Fascinating. Wood and stones. I thought health to be the realm of medicine and alchemy. Makes me wonder what hidden powers the objects right here might possess. Of course, I only sell products of proven repute. Even that is no guarantee that an item which positively affects one person will do the same for another. Some even purchase goods based solely on the fact that they are pleasing to the eye. Salves take many forms, as I've learned. That explains the sheer variety. Do you travel the continent in search of new goods? Not quite. I depend on gatherers such as yourselves mostly. That and a handful of trusted merchants. I dare not leave the shop unattended for long, you see. And well, I have my reasons for not often venturing beyond the city's gates. Enough of that, yes, there's work to be done. You'll find what you may need in the northern region of Kozumiwaka. As always, the higher the quality of your delivery, the better your reward will be. I'd like to test my hand at collecting both. I don't expect you to require any practice, so I trust you will decide which task better suits your skills. Okay. Gotta go gather 6 of these. Now we'll gather this. Just because that's more experience and all that, so it's worthwhile. Actually, I'm going to discard both those. Those are just too low of a rating, I feel like. Above 840 will keep. Failed miserably at that one. Not having much luck without having any GP to spend. So come on, give me my cordial so I can use that. There we go, there's one. Only another 4 to gather. Sometimes when you just get unlucky like I am right now. I'm also kind of hoping that I'll go to gather and it'll do the whole reset thing and I'll get all my points back and everything. I love when that happens. Except for the... it never does it when I really need it to. Only does it whenever very much like feels like doing it. I mean, it's kind of what it's meant to do, but still. There we go, that's what we've been wanting. So we turn all this in. Wares which cater to our spiritual needs are popular amongst customers old and new. Have you gathered the finest of them, Wachumeqimeqi? You've left me speechless once again. I'm almost afraid to examine your delivery for fear of tarnishing its beauty. I shall have to maintain a delicate touch. This is more than suitable. Good work. You're quite good at this, I must admit. How many hours do you reckon you've spent searching for the Earth's finest bounties? I am returned. Woodcuttings and amethysts. I hope they are up to your discerning standards. Welcome back, Uvlo. Let's take a look. Oh my. Well, I can certainly sell the wood cuttings as they are, but these amethysts, they're almost flawless. Where did you find such a rich vein? I am something of an expert in the subject of minerals, you see. I hail from the snow-capped mountains of this Scate range, where we have naught but rock and snow to gaze upon. To the untrained eye, one stone is much the same as another, but somehow singular essences which we have learned to identify. I do believe these to be the souls of our forebears returned to their ancestral home. We carry them on our person as a form of protection. The Skate Range, I've never been, but your words paint a picture well enough. Few in my own continent have traveled so far, to say nothing of travelers from Toral. Do you have a map? I believe it would do Master Shunye well if we consulted it. Here, the Skate Range. Dominating central Althard, the mountains mark the border between the Burn and the former kingdom of Dalmasca. My clan is known as the Vina Viera, and their settlement can be found in and around the Skate Range. Kuguma, my village, is among them. As has come with other Viera clans, the women oversee day-to-day life in Kuguma, while the men dwell outside its gates as protectors. The land is harsh and unforgiving, but the knowledge of our ancestors teaches us how to hunt when prey is scarce and forage when frost kills all but the hardiest plants. And this way we lived until the Garlean Empire rose like a blight upon the earth. Although we were never threatened by them directly, the nations we called neighbors fell one by one to their ambition. Our elders decided to cut off all contact with the outside world, but as time went on, more and more came to realize that such extreme measures were untenable. And so some years back it was decided that one among us would journey into the outside world to gather the most precious resource of all, knowledge. They must grasp the complex workings of the larger world, attuning themselves to the pulse of modern life until it beats them with their own. Then they must return to the village and teach all they have learned. And you are this person, I take it? My family name, Gajyesev, means cloud, and like a cloud I drift from land to land, eventually returning to my people to provide the nourishing rain of knowledge to my people. I see, that's why you're so eager to learn of the Shitona. From their way of life I hope to extract valuable nuggets of wisdom that I will help my own people. When I heard of the Shitona, I imagined how we Vera would live across the sea. How would our long lives play out in a different environment? What sort of society would we build? People so far apart but so similar, I had to see for myself how you fared. I apologize for speaking so long. Thank you for lending us your map. They are my family. Although my path is not an easy one, I would climb even the sheerest cliff for their sake. You really would, wouldn't you? Never mind that. Thank you for sharing your story with us, Uvlo. Thank you both for a job well done. I look forward to hiring your services again. And so that was the quest, Discerning Eye. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon for this little video here on YouTube. Hopefully we'll see you again either for another video on YouTube or maybe one of our many streams over on Twitch where we stream on a daily basis. Till then though, I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon.